So we'll go for Ansible architecture. So why we are using Ansible? Ansible, like we are using Ansible for configuration management. For the configuration management, we are going to use the Ansible. So here, if we go for an Ansible architecture, okay. So first one is Ansible controller. Ansible controller or Ansible management node. And these all the remaining all these are Ansible host. And in all these, we need passwordless access through SH key. It should able to authenticate. Okay. And in the Ansible module, we are going to write the playbooks. So today we'll discuss the playbooks. Playbooks are some set of automation scripts. Okay. This playbook will perform the operations on this host. And inventory means all these FQDN or IP address we need to update in the inventory. Okay, so here on one mission we have the Ansible controller. Okay, inventory, modules. Ansible has a rich set of modules, and on which language those modules have been developed?
YAML.
No. Module playbooks we are writing in YAML. Playbooks we are writing in YAML. Modules have been developed in
Python, sir.
come again.
Python, sir.
Python. Okay, so modules, all these have been developed in Python. We are going to reuse those modules. And whatever the plugins is required, all these are going to be deployed into host itself. Okay, so we are going to use Ansible Playbook. And this playbook will use the modules and going to deploy into the Ansible host. It may be on premises, we may have the host, or even in the public cloud also, we may have the host. Okay, so we'll take 2 instances. I'll take Ubuntu. I'm taking 2 instances. One will install Ansible controller. On second mission, we'll have the Ansible host. So this is the first mission. So here in this first mission, we need to generate the key. sh-key. Sorry. Key gen. Now the key has been generated. What is the directory is into the home Ubuntu. By default, it's a hidden directory. So we got .sh, even .aws in the AWS CLA also, a .aws directory would be, this is the same. So in this, we got ID underscore RSA, ID underscore RSA dot pub and authorized keys also. Then I'll go to the second mission. So I'll go to home directory. That symbol is also shortcut for home directory. Here we have authorized keys. I'm going to open the authorized keys. And from the first one which we have created, this key I'm going to copy there. And save this. Okay, then I'll connect to that remote mission without having the password. This is the second mission. For the first time, we need to give yes. Then we connect it to that mission. In the local mission also, I'm adding this. Not required normally, but I want to use this also as my Ansible host. Then save and exit that. Then I'll check the same mission. I'm able to connect to the same local mission also without having any password. Our key also we are not submitting. Normally, using the -i option, we are going to submit the key. Okay, so here we are not entering the key also. Then on the Ansible controller, I'm going to install Ansible. Okay, then I'm going to install the Ansible. Okay, so now Ansible has been installed. So now, normally the previous releases in the Ansible, we have in etc directory, but as of now, they're not giving any etc directory. Okay, so now I'll go to my home directory itself. I'll create one Ansible directory. So as of now, I'm in the directory Ansible Playbooks. Okay, so I'm in the directory Ansible Playbooks. Here I'm going to create one inventory. Okay, so here Ansible host file, we can enter the IP address. Okay, so now this Ansible host IP is so like this we can give. Okay, so otherwise we can group them. So if I have another host, another one. So like this, all these we can group them into web servers. All these we can group them into web servers. Okay, so otherwise what we can do is I have some more servers like DB servers I'm going to keep. So 162 I have DB servers also. Okay, so here this example is, this is a ungrouped server. Like this we can keep. And web servers, so this is a group name. In the web servers group, how many servers we have?
3, sir.
3 servers. Okay. In DB servers,
2.
2. So like this, we need to create an inventory file. Okay. So now here I'm going to create an inventory file in my directory. I'll create one file called a hosts file. Okay. So here I'm going to create one group. as web servers. And I'll add that Ansible host here. And I'll add the local host also, because in that also I have configured the SH. Then I'll create one more so this I have configured. So now we need to check one whether that is will work with Ansible commands, ad hoc commands. Everyone need to get one success message here. Ansible web servers are all we can give. All means all servers in the host file. -m ping. But we didn't add the inventory. Where is our inventory? -i host file. See here we need to get the ping pong message. So what is this meaning is, so both the missions are responding. So we need to confirm all the hosts are listening like this or not. Okay. So -m means module. And what is the module name we use? What is the module name we used here?
Web server, sir, and DB server.
No. Ping is the module name.
Okay.
Okay. So ping is a module name. Who given that is? Ansible itself has given that module. And instead of all, I'll use here web servers. So I definitely need to give my inventory also. Okay. So in this inventory, those two web servers, if we have 100 servers in that web servers group, if I have here 100 servers, all the 100 servers, it will try to ping it. Okay, so now we'll go for Ansible ad hoc commands. Say, what is the main advantage of ad hoc commands is we no need to write the playbooks, but the main disadvantage is we don't get the reusability. Okay, so now here how an ad hoc command will looks is Ansible, like here we need to give the group or pattern all -m module -a arguments and module options we are going to use. So now can you tell me what this command will do? This ad hoc command will do. Say here, what is Atlanta in this example? What is Atlanta here? Say in their host group, Atlanta is the group name. Okay, say in our scenario, we can give Ansible web servers. In their scenario, Atlanta is the host group name. I hope you got it right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in our scenario, if we give Atlanta, it won't recognize because we don't have any host group name with the name called Atlanta. Otherwise, if you want to reboot all the servers, say if we have 100 missions in that, this Adhoc command is very powerful. This is going to reboot 100 servers. For that, what we need to do? We need to use inventory -i. That host we need to give. Host file is a host here. Inventory file is a host. Okay. So can you tell me here, Ralgi is a host name -m Ansible built-in. Can you tell me here what is the module name? What is the module name? So module name is here shell. What is the module name?
Shell.
Shell. So this command I'll try to run in my. So just this will run this command and it will echo that. If I have 100 missions, it will run that command. Ansible web servers. In all the missions, it printed that term X term is the result. That means this echo, this command has been run in the remote missions. And what is the module we use for that?
Shell.
Shell is the module name. Shell is the module name.
So what does this -a command?
Come again?
-a command, sir.
A is an argument to that module.
Okay.
So we're passing the commands, those. Which command you want to run, we are passing as an argument. So now here you go for. So what is the module name here?
Copy.
Copy. Say what is the source file we have? It would be copied in all the 100 missions. If you have the web servers having 100 missions, it's going to copy to all the 100 missions. It's going to copy. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Then here we have one more file module. We can create the files, directories. Okay, and we can set the permissions also like 400, 777. All this we can give the group permissions also using the module file module. So in the destination, it's going to create a file called a.test in the directory srv/foo and with the mode 600. And we can give the owner and the group also. In the same way, we can use the file module also, and we can create a directory also. In the remote mission, we are going to create the directory. Say here state equal to directory. Then instead of file, it is going to create the directory. Instead of file, it is going to create the directory. Then if you want to delete the directory, state equal to, we kept as present or directory right here. If you keep state equal to absent, then in those missions, if the directory exists, Ansible will delete the directory. Okay, if you want to delete the directory, give the path of the directory, but the module is
File.
File is the module. Okay, then state equal to absent we need to keep. So these all we shouldn't use ad hoc commands. We should write the playbooks. So now here if you want to install any package, say here instead of ACME, I'll call as Nginx. State if I keep present. And what is the module we use here?
Yum.
Yum. But we are using Ubuntu, right? Then use the module
APTs.
APT. Okay. So because for Ubuntu, Yum doesn't work. Here Nginx, we didn't specify the version. You want a specific version of the package, then give that. And instead of state here, if you use the latest state, then if you have the older package, okay, so what Ansible will do?
It will update the package.
To the update to the latest version. And here in the package, if you keep absent, then what's going to happen?
It will delete the package.
It will uninstall the package. Okay, so it's going to uninstall the package if you keep the state equal to. So this command is very powerful because in your group, if you have 100 servers, in the 100 servers is going to perform. Whereas manually you need to go to 100 missions and need to run the commands. Yeah. Any doubts on this? Any doubts? So we'll go for one more command. Users and groups also we can do. So here, so we have a lot of modules right here. So we need to tell 40 to 50 module names which we have used. Say here M is a module, apt is a module, file, copy, shell. Like this, rich modules have been there with the, say in this, what is the module we use?
User.
User. Say user add command and we can set the password. All these we can done. Okay, then we have one more. So I want to restart my Nginx. I have installed in the above package Nginx. Then if I keep the state as started, like if the service is not running, it's going to start it. If I keep the status as restarted, Okay, so if we keep the status as restarted, then it's going to restart the service. If we keep the status as stopped, then what it's going to do? If the service is running,
It will stop the service.
it will stop the service. If the service is running, it's going to stop that. So restarted, stopped, and we can get the inventory of all the missions also by running a setup module. So here try to understand what is that setup. It's going to gather the facts of the missions. Web servers, instead of ping, I'm going to use a module. Setup. So directly I can use a module name. Otherwise, I need to tell ansible.builtin.setup. That means it's a built-in module. Okay, for that remote mission, it collected a lot of details. So this is called as gathering the facts. It is scanned or it collected all those details of the remote mission. So what is the size, storage size, block storage? Okay, Ansible has collected all these inventory. So what is the module for this?
Setup.
Setup is the module name. Okay, so this is called as gathering the facts or gathering the inventory of the remote missions by using the module.
Setup.
By using the module setup. Okay, so now we'll take a sample playbook and we'll try to execute that. Playbooks we use which scripting language? Playbook will use which scripting language?
YAML, sir.
YAML. So this is a sample YAML script. Say host here, what we need to keep? Say instead of web, our group name is web servers. Okay, say here this I'll run and which package it is installing?
Nginx, sir.
Yeah, in this we have two modules in this playbook. Can you tell me those module names? So in this we have used two modules.
Yes, it's first one is APT, sir.
Yeah, first one is APT, second
And
one
second
is
service.
service. So we can do through these through ad hoc commands also, but that's not recommended. Okay, so we'll get more reusability by using
Playbook, Playbook.
playbooks. We'll get the more reusability by using the playbooks. But here we'll get one error, but I'll try to run this playbook. I'll go to my Linux mission. I'm in the Ansible playbook. I'll create one file called nginx.yaml. I copied this playbook. Okay, so now first what I'm going to do is Ansible playbook. Playbook name is nginx. I'm going to check the syntax check I'm doing. Okay. So now some warnings we got, but we don't have any problem with the syntax check. And I'll give -I. Then I don't get that warnings also. Okay. So then syntax wise, no problem. I'm going to run the playbook. But before running this, we can run one more command. Instead of syntax check, okay. What is that meaning of list host is, if I have 100 missions, I need to confirm before running whether those 100 missions are correct or not. Any of the servers are missing, or any like unnecessary servers have been added by list to the host, we can confirm it. Then I'm going to run the playbook. nginx.yaml -I, that inventory file. Then it's going to run the playbook. Then we got an error while installing the package. So what is the problem here is, if I go to my playbook, I'm going to run as a root user by default, but I'm using the Ubuntu user. Okay, so that is the reason I want to use the, by default I don't have the root permission. Remote _user I need to give to my script Ubuntu. Ubuntu is my remote user. Then become, I'm escalating the permissions just like sudo like that. Become _method is, say these all escalating the permissions because uh, we don't have the permissions to the Ubuntu user. What is this? I'll explain in the tomorrow class. For AWS instances, these all we need to add: remote user, become method, and become. Then I'll try to run the playbooks. So that yellow symbol meaning is it performs some changes in the remote mission and start it. Okay, say in the same playbook again, I'll try to run it. Instead of here started, I'll keep restarted. Then again, it no need to install because it's already installed the package. But here restarted is perform some changes. Though in those two missions, it's restarted the service or not? It's restarted the service. Okay, so that's like how many times we executed this playbook is 2 times. That's called as place. How many times you execute? That's called as the place. So in this, what we have done the changes is, by default, the user is the root, but we don't have the permission. That is the reason remote _user, we need to use Ubuntu. If it is Amazon Linux, use EC2-user. And we need to escalate the permissions. Become, we can keep yes or true. Become _ method, we are giving the permissions as sudo user. So these all the permissions we should give. So try to run these commands and these ad hoc commands also. Say download that file. Okay. So try to run the ad hoc commands and the playbooks. So vast set of playbooks are available for us. Depends upon a requirement. We need to tell these playbooks we have used in our project. Any doubts? Yeah. Any doubts? Okay. Should try to perform these operations and try to do the same thing on Ubuntu also. Sorry, Amazon Linux also.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Sure.